Hey guys, let us solve this problem. This problem is called 2sum. The problem basically says we will have an array given to us, and inside that array we will have integers, and we will have another integer which is called target, and we have to find out if we add two values from our array, if they add up to this target. Let me show you what I mean. Let us say we have an array like this, and our target is 6. Now, what I have to do is, at first I will add 2 plus 7. Do they add up to 6? No. 2 plus 5, do they add up to 6? No. 2 plus 4, is it equal to 6? Yes. So, we have to just return index 0 and index 3 because they add up to the target. Now, what if our target was 12? So we add up 2 plus 7, doesn't work. 2 plus 5, no, it is not equal to 12. 2 plus 4, it is not equal to 12. Then we go to number 7. 7 plus 5 is equal to 12. So we have to return index 1 and index 2. And the problem also says that we cannot use the same element twice. In other words, what if our target was 4? We cannot do 2 plus 2, meaning index 0 plus index 0. We cannot do that. But if we have 2 in another place, yes, we can do index 0 plus index 2, which is equal to 4. We can do that, but we cannot do index 0 plus index 0. Now, let us see how we can do that in our code. But before that, let me show you how hashmap works, because we are going to use hashmap to solve this problem. At first, what we will do, we will take a hashmap like this. And in our hashmap, we will loop through this array, and in our hashmap, we will insert the values and their index number. So for example, at first we will add 2, and what is the index number of 2? 0. Then we will come to number 7. What is the index number of number 7? 1. Then we will come to number 2 again. What is the index number of these two? 2. And so on. Now, how can we easily find out which two value adds up to our target? And the easier way would be to target minus our value. Because if you think about it, so for first value, it will be 4 minus 2, which is 2. So 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. So let's say we have a different array. For example, I have 6 here, and in our hash map, it will be 6 right here, right? And after that, we will have 4. And the index of 4 is 3, like this. Now, let's say our target is 13. Now, when we will loop through this, 13 minus 2, which is equal to 11. In other words, 11 plus 2 is 13, right? So we have to find out, does 11 exist in our hash map or not? Does it exist? No, it doesn't. So we go to numbers index 1, which is 7. So 13 minus 7, which is equal to 6. Does 6 exist? Yes, it does. What is the index of 6? 2. So this index and the index of 6, we can simply return, and our problem is solved. Now, what if we have 2 or duplicate value? 2 is twice, like this. So when we come to this point right here, and let's say our target is 4. So when we come this point right here, 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. Does it exist in our hash map? Yes, 2 exists, but the index number of these two and this 2 is same. So we cannot take this one. What is the other one? Well, we have another 2 and the index number is 2. So this is index number 0 and the other 2 has index 2. So 0 and 2 we can return that and our problem is solved. Now let us see how we can do that in our code. I have a class which is called solution, and inside that I have a function which is called toSum. And this function is taking parameter nums and a target. Now first thing we will have is a hash map. I will call it hash data, and initially it is going to be empty. And we will also need another variable which is called subtract result. Initially it is going to be 0. Now what did I show you here? Initially we will run a loop through this and we will add values to our hash map. The value will be key and that index number will be their value, like this. So let us do that. For v in range length of nums, then we want to add value to our hash map. So hash data nums of v. Let us change this to I, so it makes more sense. I means index. We want to add our current index. Nums of I will give us the value of that array. So we are using that value as our key in our hash map, and we want to save the index number just like I have shown you right here. The value is going to be the key of this hash map and the index number will be their value. Okay, once we are done, we want to run another loop. Each value, we want to subtract it from the target and check does that value exist in our hash map. So let us do that. For I in range length of nums, subtract result is going to be our target minus nums of I, and we want to check if the result that we got, if it is in our hash data and our current index is not equal to the hash data of subtract result. Now if that is the case, then we have found our desired values. So we want to return the current index and the index number that we got from our hash map, which is hash data of subtract result. We can simply return it. Now if I want to run this, I will create an instance of this class, and then s.toSum, which is our function name. It is taking two parameters, nums and a target. Now I will simply copy their input values from here, and target is 9. Now we are returning the data that we get from here. So after we receive, we want to print it here like this. Now if I run the program, it says 0 and 1. So if I look at it, index 0 and index 1 adds up to the target 9.